Alrighty guys, and welcome back to more Tales of Berseria. On the last episode, we got done watching a few sub-events that were pretty funny. It's particularly the one at the end. The first skit we watched on the last episode was probably the funniest one, where they thought Velvet was in there doing something that she wasn't supposed to be doing, but she was actually just cleaning. But here we are, about to go to Stonebury. We're actually about to ride up after fighting a code red demon that got demolished by the mystic art spell. Like literally, as long as we got full mystic arts and we got an enemy in a PowerPoint weakness combo, it's pretty much game over. It's pretty much game over. And if we got enough BG, we can spam BG arts while they're stunned. While under a weak point combo, they're pretty much dead.
I can really feel the earth pulse now. It's up above.
Guess we're in for some mountain climbing then.
Alrighty then, let's get to it. I gotta say, man, like, I think this game is a lot easier than Zesteria, but at the very same time, it's a lot more fun. Zesteria just had a big problem to where it's like, a lot of the enemies can just group on with you and just cast spells and kill you instantly in one hit. It was very annoying. Of course, this is coming from somebody who was playing on the hardest difficulty at all times. So, but at the same time, at least this game feels a lot more manageable because all your characters actually have some kind of way of dealing with shit. It is great. This game just has more flexibility per character, and then each character has a way of getting around certain shit. You know, none of your characters feel useless. They don't. You don't have to be fused up to be useful in this game. All right, so it looks like there is a fight probably coming up.
Here, this is the earth pulse point I've been feeling. No Therian and no barrier. I must have gotten it wrong again.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. That dragon could well have broken its barrier. Or it might have been too powerful for the Abbey to subdue.
You could be right. After all, dragons make for the strongest demons.
The problem is, we don't know if it's a Therian or not.
Yeah. Let's stick with the plan and head to Stonebury to gather more information.
Am I the only one here who thinks the real problem is how we're supposed to fight a frickin' dragon?
You know what? You're right. You actually making some sense right now. But because you are the comedic relief, we don't give a damn about your opinion. We really don't. So, hold that. Stonebury. So we came up here just to view this cutscene, only to have to go back down. That's interesting.
I can't wait to take a good look around. Whoa, now that's what I call a view.
I agree that it's beautiful, but don't leap about so much. You'll fall. I can sense many earth pulses under this place.
I figured you'd notice that. An intricate web of earth pulses crisscrosses the land under the Aldina Plains. Mountains like these would normally take tens of thousands of years to form, but these popped up in about a millennia.
So the earth pulses have affected the land?
Exactly. Long ago, people wielded arts that allowed them to manipulate the earth pulses and control the very land itself.
How could arts like that exist?
Perhaps they pushed against key points on the earth pulses? Like how acupressure can improve a person's blood flow.
That's a rather forced comparison, but you may be right. Either way, those arts have been lost for eons.
I'm impressed, Eisen. You know a lot about everything.
Not at all. There's so much I don't know. For example, the name of these flowers. That's why I travel. To learn.
Aldina alabaster grass.
That's the name of this flower?
Yes. A long time ago, my brother showed me a picture of it in one of his books. They're fragile flowers. They die quickly on their own, but if enough of them gather together, they can survive. Fields of them form beautiful white carpets of flowers. In some cultures, they symbolize kinship, the bonds between people.
Kinship. Huh.
I'll remember that. You and your brother taught me something new today.
I'll never forget either.
Alright, let's jump off this damn mountain real quick, man. So we get down back real quick, you know what I'm saying, man? Alright, looks like we can't jump all the way down. So it looks like we're going to be walking all the way back down to find the entrance to Stonebury. So here we go. We actually had to go up there just to view a cutscene. That's crazy. Pretty sure she should have broke her legs, but it is what it is. Which way is going to lead us to where we need to go is the question. I guess we'll take the top route.
Are we ready for this?
Got you! Take that! Devour! Hold up! Finish! Got you! Take that! Devour!
4-5! 4-3! Armor crusher! Let's go! Jade Way! 4-4! No escape! Hold up!
Finish! Got you! Take that! Devour!
4-3! Hold up! Blaze of wind! Grenade them! Shooting star! Air deception! Hurricane! Deception! Deception! Hold die!
Leave this to me!
Too slow! Eat it! No escape! Hold up! Blaze of wind! Slice them!
Take this! For those!
Eat it! Who wants them next? Double haze!
We're on top!
Armor crusher! See this? Deception! Guys like Beguile! 4-2! We're wide open! Burn! Die or be killed! Skies like Beguile! You're wide open! You're wide open! Shooting star! Die! No escape! Armor crusher! Don't land! See this? Eat it! Skies head!
Burning moon!
Die!
Burning moon! Burning moon!
Watch it! Eat it!
Burning moon!
Up your finish!
Walls of Auburn! Rock storm! Burning moon! Burning moon!
Skies like Beguile!
Shake the heavens! Over for those! Five!
You're wide open! Double hit!
Shake the heavens! Over for those! Five! Burning moon! Burning moon! Shake the heavens!
See this? Hurricane!
Five!
Armor crusher!
Walls
See
of
this?
Auburn! Rock storm! Alright!
You're wide open!
Walls of Auburn!
Eat it!
Rock storm!
Double land!
Shake the heavens!
Shooting star! Hurricane! Up! Let's go!
How did this happen?
Jade Way! Double haze!
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Alrighty guys, so here we go. We're gonna go through the, I guess, northeast exit to see what happens here. Yeah, oh, either way, we were gonna get it to Stonebury. Okay. So, we're on our way. Our ship came back. See what they got. Ketchup, mythic egg.
Alright.
Alright, send them back to the same place until we get those 2 items that we're missing. They're gonna come up. Well, I guess I thought you could walk up there, but I guess not. Boom. There we go. There's got to be a quick way to get around, man. This is taking too long to walk from place to place. Like, there's no way to run. It's like, man, give me something. Give me a mount. Holy cow, man. Dun, dun. Give me a bike. You know, give me that thing from the demo where you can ride it. I don't know when you get it, but I know that that's a thing. It's like you hold R2 and you ride on like some skateboard. Some floating board. I don't know. But here we go.
Alright, if I were a Bloodwing, where would I be?
We'll start at the inn. It only makes sense.
Alright, let's get to it. Sorry, but I got interrupted a little bit. I apologize for that, but on to the sub-events. Stepping in all the fruits.
Raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. They all grow in abundance around Stonebury. We even have a fairy tale about it. One day the ground was covered with so many fallen berries, they all became stones.
Stoneberries. Is that how the town got its name?
The spelling has changed some, but yes. Berries are an important part of this village. We harvest local berries to make jams, pastries, gels, and all sorts of sweets.
Berry-flavored gels! I've never had one.
We've exported our jam and fruit for a while now, but our raspberry gels are still being perfected.
Really?
Aw, rats.
Are the vegetables growing in that field special too? I don't think I've ever seen anything like them before.
You've got sharp eyes. But that's right. They're a rare species of wild potato. They're red and they're called radish bells. We discovered them in the mountains nearby. Sadly, the potatoes are actually highly poisonous.
Really? They look so good.
They do. But the skin and the sprouts are toxic. If you aren't careful when removing them, it's Poisonville for you. Deadly poison aside, they're sweet, fluffy, and go great with butter. And when they're fried nice and crispy, they're the best.
So just skin them and sell them. What's the problem?
Yes, we've thought of that, but the way they are now, you have to peel off quite a bit before you get to the edible part. Peel one as big as your fist, and all you get for your trouble is a bit of meat the size of an egg yolk.
Damn.
That's why we're selectively breeding them. One day, they'll have only a thin layer of poisonous skin.
Why not breed them to get rid of the poison altogether?
With no poison, bugs will eat them, and they'll be more vulnerable to cold and heat. With potatoes, as with people, getting rid of everything harmful isn't always for the
Damn,
best.
that is heavy thinking. That is really some heavy thinking. Like, shit. She brought up a lot of good points. She brought up a lot. That's crazy. It started making me think about, like, do farmers do this? Like, damn, man. I hope farmers get paid plenty of money for harvesting and stuff, man. It wouldn't be fair. They're supplying food, healthy food, to millions of people. Come on now. Farmers better be getting paid. If they ain't, I'm gonna be hella mad.
The water around here is ideal for producing wine and spirits. I've been thinking about fermenting something new.
What will you make? This region's specialty is berries, so a berry wine?
But the chilly air and level of humidity here should be just right for making an amber draft, don't you think?
Considering the geography around here, the water must contain a high mineral content. If you use it to make a rice wine, the taste will be unique.
I've considered all those options, but I must create something that can surpass my greatest rival, Sleeping Princess.
But that's nearly impossible to make.
Exactly. Not an easy task, to say the least. Sleeping Princess is made by filling an emerald cask with water from an enchanted mountain spring and sitting it in direct sunlight for 7 years.
What the hell?
The water's magic causes it to change color each year. When it reaches the same deep green hue of the cask, it's ready.
Solar fermenting, huh? It won't be easy to surpass a marvel of the winemaking world like Sleeping Princess.
True, but I've finally found it. The ultimate stone.
A
Philosopher's Stone?
gemstone? Will you make a cask from it?
That would just make it an imitation. No, what I found can only be called a natural rock filter.
You're filtering wine with a rock?
Deep in the heart of these mountains, I found a stone that absorbs liquids. I tried using it to filter a berry wine. The taste of it was unbelievably crisp and bright. It preserved the luscious richness of the berries, while adding a clarity that left me breathless. I call it Pure Land wine. There is no better.
May I have a taste?
My apologies, but it took me 10 years to make a single thimbleful.
Damn.
I drank that thimbleful for my tasting. It'll be about 50 years before I can make a decent batch.
Damn.
I doubt I'll see a full bottle in my lifetime.
Damn.
50 years, huh? Meet you back here then?
I've never been so glad not to be human.
Oh man, 50 years? Goddamn. That's too much. Oh yeah, on the way here, I probably cut it out, but I found a cat's box on the Aldina Plains, and it cost me 200 and something cat spirits. Ooh, another red herb. Red verbena.
I was on my way home from a trip to Logres, crossing the Aldina Plains, when I saw it. Rain was pouring as if from buckets, and the wind was so strong I could hardly stay on my feet. From the vast darkness of the sky, a monster of tremendous size descended, like the essence of the storm itself.
A huge flying demon?
At that moment, a group of exorcists leapt out from their hiding spots and began to battle the demon beast. But it met their swords with its fearsome horns, and a swipe of its tail threw the noble exorcist's back.
Horns? And a tail?
Where did the demon go?
I couldn't tell you. I was so frightened, I ran away and never looked back. I hope the Abbey can get rid of it, but the beast took out 3 exorcists with a single blow. Come to think of it, another person was there too. He faced the demon and told it to stop.
Zavid.
If you're going to the Aldina Plains, you'd better be careful.
Alright, I mean, we came through there to get here, so I mean, we shouldn't be too much of a problem. Is this the workshop guy? Man, Feldspar doll. If you ain't got nothing, get on your down random skills, it's not worth it. Times you can't reuse items, reduced by 12%. Simple ribbon. Not worth, not worth, not worth, not worth, not worth. Well, kinda, this one is actually kinda worth. I'll buy it because it has the 8% chance not to lose souls. So yeah, I'll buy that. Animala. Oh my god, why are these all divides caught? Wait, obviously, they're all divides and arcane bottles. That makes sense. Enough bottles. A curious bottle that instantly sends you to... Wait, I could have bought... Oh my god, instead of using my telescopes, I could have just bought these regularly. You dumbass. Alright, let's see. Oh boy. We want to definitely start enhancing people's equipment. I think I'll do that off camera. Right now, I'm just gonna leave that alone. So here we go.
Stonebury hasn't had much luck growing just yet, but this pioneer town has a lot of potential. Trees grow well here, and the lumber is of great quality. Oh, we're also close to the quarries, so stone isn't a problem. As long as the demons are contained, this country will rebuild. The need for stone and lumber will soar. Best of all, this area is quiet, has beautiful lakes, and is a perfect place for a craftsman like me to work.
And why settle for anything less?
I do feel that you might be a bit short-handed here. It's hard to build without manpower.
You're right. We need something to attract new settlers. Maybe some sort of specialty item?
Is there any fruit or vegetable that can only be found around here?
There is a type of potato called the radish bell that we grow, but it's got a few
we heard about that.
quirks.
If you want to attract people, you should just ring a bell. Come to Stonebury, where the money grows on trees.
A bell tower, huh? That might actually work. We can even use local stones for the bell. The Stonebury Stone Belfry.
It won't work.
Huh?
Try hitting a rock. Doesn't ring.
Ah, how could I have missed that? I'm still such a novice. My master taught me better than this. Think before you build. That's what he always said. I need to do better and not sully his name.
Reaching out for no man's land. Something, 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 something. Ring a bell, ring a bell, ring a bell rocks. Okay, I am starting to lose my mind. I apologize.
Yay! I found so many blueberries!
What are you gonna do with all those? Make jam?
I'm going to feed them to my chickens. That way they'll lay eggs with purple yolks.
What? You know that won't work, right?
It sure will. The color of yolks change depending on what a hen eats. My grandma taught me that.
Actually, we always feed our chickens corn. Is that why their yolks are yellow? What are you gonna do with purple eggs anyway?
Tourists are coming from the capital again, right? I bet they've never seen purple eggs, so I figure I could sell them for a lot. Maybe I can even make our village famous!
You've thought this out. But will they really sell? You know what they'd make, right? Purple fried eggs, purple omelets, purple egg fried rice.
Purple egg fried rice.
Would you want to eat a purple omelet?
Strange things sell, right? You don't have to be so mean just 'cause you can't think of a better idea.
sorry. Here, let me help you.
Fine. Go catch a whole barrel full of jewel beetles. If we feed them to my chickens, we'll get eggs with yolks like shining jewels.
What?
I really wouldn't want to be your chickens, but... okay.
What a carefree village.
But you know, this is what really makes humanity amazing to me. Attempting the impossible. Reaching for the stars, just as a matter of course.
Aye. Though we may stumble countless times on our way, we can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Attempting the impossible, huh?
That's all well and good, but there are some lines that should never be crossed. Purple eggs.
Blech.
Purple eggs, blah. Man, if they taste good, you gonna eat them bitches though, right? Alright? So let's go talk to Bloodwing Agent. Hey, Rainbow Rock. Shrieking demonic bat, I still need to fight. Serial killer tree provides a 25% increase in the amount healed by healing arts used on characters at lower 25% or lower HP. Man, get that shit out of here. That's still useless. Useless, useless, useless. Can you say useless? Uh-oh. Zavid?
Well, hello, sailor.
I knew that he was gonna play his theme.
Are you waiting for someone?
Nope. Just saying a prayer for someone.
Someone?
Let's go. Clearly there aren't any Bloodwings here.
You're just going to leave? I'm right here.
Everybody has times they need to be alone.
Fee.
Right. Coming.
Okay.
What do you think he was praying about?
Well, for one thing, he was drinking a bottle of Thorny Forest.
Oh my. The drink you share with your special someone when you're going to be married for life! How romantic!
But getting your hands on that stuff is no small feat. I can only hope I'll get a chance to taste it someday.
That must have had an important meaning for Zavid. That's why you left him alone.
Don't read too much into it.
You're Velvet, right?
Oh, Bloodwing. Bloodwing!
Ah, you must be the one who's seen the demon we're after. We saw a big snake-looking dragon fly over on the way here. Is that what you saw too?
Yes, that's the one. It nests at the top of the mountain in Aldina Plains.
We went to look ourselves. No dragon.
It only returns to its nest on rainy days.
Rainy days, you say?
Oh, just look at what you went and made the weather gods do. This doesn't bode well. Not at all.
Thanks. We'll give it another shot.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Hey there. Our meeting like this must be Providence, meow.
Providence?
We're in a hurry. Save it, cats.
All the better, meow. I've just stumbled upon a perfectly nifty piece of stone just for you. What's it for? That's not a geoboard, is
Thank you! I was just
Bingo.
talking about this
ruins,
shit in the
meow.
last episode.
They were made by Norman Meowny years ago for surfing along Earth pulses, but I can't use it, so I figured I'd pawn it off on someone else who could, meow.
Wait, Norman made this? That doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Don't be so mean! We're capable of exceptional things! Sometimes. When a Norman speaks their own name, the board springs to life and whisks its masters away at top speed. They'll even plow right through weak demons. You could say it's our masterwork, even if we sorta stumble stumbled on it by accident.
Huh. Well, then I apologize.
So we can ride this as long as we have Bienfu with us, right?
Well, kind of.
Do you have to use your true name to activate it?
Not my true name, no. My Norman name. Wouldn't that just be Bienfu?
No.
No. Norman have a separate name that goes something like Norman so-and-so. It's almost more a title than a name. Often the name has something to do with what they're good at. Something like attack, or chain, or aqua.
Right. You could say names like Bienfu and Grimoire are more like stage names. I actually don't know Bienfu's Norman name, but I can't wait to find out.
What is your name, Bienfu?
Come on, out with it. We're in a hurry.
Norman Brave.
Brave?
Whoa, look at that!
Wait, Bienfu.
Your Norman name is Brave?
That is so deliciously absurd! Why do you think I've never told you before, Bien? At least the board works, Meow.
And if we get on this board, it'll move us around?
Well, about that. The board propels itself by pushing against Earth Pulse flows. To do that, the board needs information on the flows, but this one here's a completely blank slate, Meow. First, you need to find the geotrees in each area. They serve as a conduit between the surface land and the Earth Pulses, Meow. Once you've actually located a geotree, you can record that area's Earth Pulse data into your geoboard, Meow.
Got it.
This area's geotree is right over there, Meow.
How convenient.
All right then. So long as we find more geotrees, we'll be able to use the geoboard to travel much more quickly.
Jeez. Something is preventing you from using an enough bottle. Alright. So now we gotta look out for these geotrees, my dude. These Mako waypoints. You can ride a geoboard by pressing I2. Geoboards allow you to move faster than usual, as well as travel on previously inaccessible paths. Thank God. However, you'll need to unlock each area's geotree before you can ride a geoboard. Alright, while riding a geoboard, you can defeat enemies under a certain level without starting an encounter. However, you will not be rewarded with experience or gold. You can start encounters while on a geoboard by using a dark bottle. Cool. Hey, I'll take my geoboard. What?
Well, that's going to come in handy.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to ride, too.
I could get used to this.
I'm so worn out. I feel like I had to sprint the whole way here.
Huh. It seems like operating the board saps a lot of energy from Bienfu.
Even still, this board gives us a strategic advantage. Brave here will just have to bear a little exertion now and then.
Yeah, Brave. Buck up.
I believe in you. Be brave.
Ah!